Simon says subscribe and click on the bell icon to receive notifications.
Hello and welcome to Module 411 in our Financial Forecasting in Excel course. The next step in our course is to prepare the forecast for ABC's long-term assets and liabilities. Let's continue the discussion in our balance sheet. Long-term assets are assets that will benefit the company for more than 1 year. Also known as non-current assets, long-term assets can include fixed assets such as the company's property, plant, and equipment, but can also include other assets such as long-term investments, patents, copyrights, goodwill, other intangible assets, and deferred tax assets. ABC also has some other assets that it's classifying as long-term assets. Long-term liabilities are financial obligations of a company that are due more than 1 year in the future. The current portion of long-term debt is listed separately to provide a more accurate view of a company's current liquidity and the company's ability to pay current liabilities as they become due. ABC has long-term debt, deferred income taxes, and other liabilities as long-term liabilities on its balance sheet. Now we will move to our long-term assets and liabilities tab. In the long-term assets and liabilities tab, we will prepare the forecast for the leftovers that do not have specific drivers for forecasting. In case of ABC, the other long-term items include deferred income taxes, both on the assets and liabilities side, and other assets and other liabilities. We will first link the long-term assets and liabilities from the balance sheet, starting off with the deferred income taxes. Let's link the other assets now. First, the deferred income taxes and then the other liabilities. When forecasting long-term assets and liabilities, these items are normally kept constant for projected years in case of no visible drivers. In case of ABC, we will assume that the long-term assets and liabilities will be in line with 2020. Therefore, the forecast for the future years will be kept constant to the 2020 figures. With that, we have forecasted the deferred income tax assets and liabilities and other assets and liabilities. However, ABC has another long-term liability that needs to be discussed, and that is long-term debt. We will now discuss how to forecast debt in a separate tab. This is the debt schedule. A debt schedule lays out all the debt a business has based on its maturity. It is typically used by businesses to construct a cash flow analysis. The debt schedule is one of the supporting schedules that ties together the three financial statements. As you can see in this debt schedule, there are a number of things that need to be forecasted, but don't be overwhelmed by this schedule. We have calculated the majority of the line items already, and it's going to be a simple linking exercise for the most part. Starting off with the net income, which will be linked from the income statement. We calculated the depreciation and amortization in the debt, capex, and the intangible tab. In this tab, we are going to add the depreciation and the amortization expense that we forecasted. For 2021, for example, it's a depreciation expense of $4,566, and we add that with the $160 amortization expense that was forecasted for 21, which gives us 4725.6. The increase or decrease in working capital comes directly from the working capital tab. In the capital expenditures line, we are going to add the capital expenditure that ABC incurred with the addition to intangibles to arrive at the total capital expenditure. For instance, in 2024, ABC had a capital expenditure of $26,447, and we added to the addition to intangibles of $591, which gives us $25,856 of capital expenditure. Now we will add these line items to arrive at the cash flow available for financing activities. We drag the formula across. After calculating the cash flow available for financing activities, we will be linking all the equity sources and uses of cash in these three lines from the shareholders' equity tab. Starting off with the repurchase of equity. We will now link the dividends. Option proceeds is the last item that needs to be linked from the shareholders' equity tab. The beginning cash balance for 2021 is going to be the ending cash balance in 2020, and we can reference that directly from the balance sheet. That wraps up the current module. In this module, we forecasted various long-term assets and liabilities, such as the deferred income taxes and the other assets and liabilities. We also started our discussion on the debt schedule. Join me in the next module as we finalize our debt schedule. Hope to see you soon.
This video is part of our full course on financial forecasting and modeling. To take a look at the course, click over there. If you're not a subscriber, click down below to subscribe so you get notified about similar videos we upload. And to see similar videos, click over there.